my God.
We are on screen?
Yes.
Welcome
I was
to
going
the
to say
GSL.
Tasteless, but you're John.
Yep. This is John and Arthrosis at Mokdong Studio, John Tossis. I'll be doing the opening with Dan.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing
I'm actually really... You're not going to cast the game with me?
No.
No? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I bet you can cast this game, John.
Did
you watch Brood War?
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch any Yellow versus Boxers matches?
Actually, those were the only times I watched Brood War.
Well, then you know that there's a good chance there's going to be a lot of bunker rushing tonight.
Yep. Since there are some noobs out there who hasn't seen Brood War like us, could you describe them what meaning this matchup has?
Well, they called it the Super Challenge. And the Super Challenge here is going to be for Yellow to beat Boxer. Normally, this guy cleans the house with him. Basically, Boxer, the most accomplished, celebrated esports athlete ever. He is so important. Think about Michael Jordan. Think about Lance Armstrong. Think about Dale Earnhardt. Okay?
I don't know who that is, the last guy.
He's a very famous NASCAR driver, like Richard Petty. Think about Wayne Gretzky. Think about a football player that's very important. Ronaldinho or something like that from soccer. Who knows, man? All sorts of sports.
But Boxer has
John
significant difference.
Huh?
Unlike those guys, like Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, they never had rivals. They were one top. But Boxer had Yellow.
He did have Yellow, man. And boy, did he ever bunker rush Yellow a lot of times. These guys have fought against each other for a very long time. Yellow just came out of the Army in Starcraft 1. He was still a pro gamer in it for a very long time. He's been a pro and one of the top players in the world in StarCraft 1 forever and a day, John.
Yep.
Since you were in diapers, Yellow has been winning StarCraft monies. And now...
We're same age.
You and Yellow?
No, you and me.
Yeah, okay. Well, you were in diapers longer than me, man. I didn't want to have to bring it up, but here we are, aren't we? Oh, John. You made me do it, man. I promised not to tell, but here... Well, John wore diapers into the 8th grade, only at bedtime. It's all right. Anyways, Yellow versus Boxer. It's a huge match, man. Yellow has come over to StarCraft 2. The question on everyone's mind is Yellow any good? No one's seen his games yet.
Oh, actually,
Have you seen his games?
I've not seen it, but I've heard about this match today.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Yeah.
And I actually gave him one of our accounts.
Yeah.
To practice.
What is it ranked?
I haven't checked. But
log me into it real quick.
But that proves this is not just a show match.
Oh yeah.
Yellow
he has
actually been practicing for this.
Yeah. Well, now I really want to know, man. How highly is this guy? You know his account. John knows his account.
I know everyone's account.
Do you know my account?
No.
You don't know everyone's then, do you?
So you were telling me today about that you beat some guy named Translator John.
Translator John, man. Someone as smurfing as you on the U.S. server, dude. It's true.
I've been lathering myself all day today.
Yeah.
So far this season, I have 13 wins and 1 loss.
Oh, sick.
Yep.
And you're topping your silver, right?
I'm still 3rd place.
Yeah.
But
you're going to go into gold soon.
Yeah, I'm actually beating
You've been gold
golds
in
now.
previous seasons. Oh, you're gold now.
I'm beating golds now.
Oh, okay. Do you think, John, you can get up to platinum this season?
If I continue to ladder like today, maybe.
Maybe.
But I got to find more builds. Mostly I'm relying on Tasteless build.
The Tasteless build is the best build, John. That's why you're at the top of your gold division.
In silver, that's enough. But when you go to gold, it doesn't work anymore. I realized.
Really? Well, you're going to have to talk to Tasteless about that because I've seen this guy beat pro gamers with that build. I don't know, man. Well, do you think Boxer will use the Tasteless build today against Yellow?
Well, if he uses it, it won't be called Tasteless build anymore.
Oh, is that right? You think Boxer's bigger than Tasteless? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
I'm actually more curious what Yellow's going to do.
Yeah, I am too, man.
I've never seen his play in StarCraft 2.
No, I have no idea. In StarCraft 1, he had such a fun style. This guy was one of these Zergs that didn't rely on sunken colonies a whole lot. That was a very common thing with Zergs. He's kind of one of the Tornado-style Zergs. He is Sauron-style, some call it. He will make a ton of units and really known for how smart he was. But Boxer almost always got the upper hand in that match. So, I can't really tell you guys how many times poor Yellow has been denied some sort of championship. In fact, he is the one player from StarCraft 1 that everyone's like, well, this guy deserved a championship and didn't get it.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's like Marine King in Starcraft 1. Even worse than Marine King.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. More so, man, because, I mean, this guy actually, I remember this one season, he went up against, why am I forgetting the name? Was it Sync? It might have been Sync. No. It was from
You're not old school then.
Oh, shut up, John. I saw the first games these guys played on the internet.
Probably playing Command & Conquer's Red Alert or something.
This guy has no idea. Go back to Yu-Gi-Oh, John. But no, I mean, this guy even made it to an OSL Finals once I recall and lost simply because the maps were completely imbalanced. So imbalanced. But they had these rules where they couldn't switch out maps during the season.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So he actually just lost because the Terran had Terran maps. It was the saddest. This was supposed to be his finals, and what are you gonna do, man? I don't know. Maybe he can come to StarCraft 2 though and get a championship. None of these old school guys have done it yet. July came close. Nada almost did it.
Yeah.
But no one yet.
저 오늘 오후부터 이 자리를
this is
지켜주신
Busan,
정말
해운대
감사하고
beach.
고마운 분들이 계신데요.
I
자,
wish we were there, John.
In
또
Korea, yeah.
상상이 이
I
자리
wish so
현실로
too.
우리
It was fine weather today. It's been raining all week.
Yeah.
Finally, we have fine weather.
You're really
I get to
lucky.
go.
우리는 오늘
It's a nice big crowd.
2011년 8월 5일 역사적인 순간에 함께하고 있는데요. 자, 임진호 선수와 홍진호 선수의 임진록 리턴즈 슈퍼스타 챌린지
Busan
오신
fans, of course,
여러분들을
are one of the
환영합니다.
greatest esports fans. When you say esports in Korea, most people think of Seoul, but Busan has a lot of esports
자,
fans.
저희는 이제 곧
They're very
생방송 이제
passionate,
임박을
but they all
했고요.
speak
저희
funny.
잠시
They
후에
have this weird
큐가
Busan
돌면
accent.
That's what everyone from Seoul says. That is absolutely what they all say.
풍경이 카메라에 잡히면 바로
So you
생방송을
can
시작하게
see,
되는데요.
despite
자,
it's
그때
late
여러분들
hour, it's 10 p.m. in Korea at the moment, but still a lot of crowd trying
Yeah.
to watch this legendary match in StarCraft 2.
It's going to be a lot of fun, John. You know,
yes.
Busan, I've been down there for several Pro League finals. It's normally what they do down in Busan is have a Pro League finals.
Yep.
And there have been up to 90,000 people in the crowd. And I've actually been in those crowds. I remember 3 days after I moved to Korea, or 4 days after I moved to Korea, I went to the Pro League finals, and I believe that was actually the biggest one of all time 3 years ago. I believe that was
yeah,
it.
it was, yes.
Yeah, and I sat in the crowd, and that was the first time I saw StarCraft live after watching it and playing it professionally in the U.S. for like 10 years, and I'm not going to lie, I was crying. There was so much energy down there.
I've never seen you cry.
Well, I'm manly, dude. It has to be StarCraft related for me to cry. It has to be something beautiful in StarCraft, John. You want to see me cry, man.
Well, next time you cry, I want to be there.
All right, well, you got to get more in ST versus SC FOU matches, because people told me they saw a tear in my eyes after
So,
that, man.
are we going directly into the match? I see that you're invited to the...
They always get me ready real quick.
Okay.
I'm not sure, man. We'll see. The first map is going to be Zelnarga Caverns.
Classic map.
Classic
actually
map
a
that's
shame.
leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's leaving.
I'm excited, though. It's time to get rid of it.
Still in the
wait,
leather,
the
though.
other one is Crevasse is leaving. Thank God, actually. You know what about Crevasse, John?
What about it?
That map never makes a good game. It's actually... It just doesn't make good games, man. You know how many TVTs I've seen there where someone has the high ground and, like,
That's
they either
true,
unsiege
yeah.
or they just move their tanks into Marauders or something. I'm just like, just never unsiege. This map would never end if you would not unsiege. Oh, boy.
What do you
glad
think
that
of the
map's
new
gone.
maps? Have you played
You
them?
know what? Yeah, I know.
I played
I've
them
been playing
yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't played the new GSL map that's not on the ladder. I haven't played that yet. I just saw
that's
that this morning.
Daybreak.
Yeah, Daybreak.
It's actually a very
looks,
fun map.
Looks
Oh,
really
yes.
good.
Yeah,
looks
it's good.
really good.
But as a Terran player, it's a bit difficult. There's so many ways to your naturals and expansions. It's hard to defend for Terran player. For Zerg or Protoss, it's an excellent map.
Nice. The other map that went in, what's it called? Scorched?
It's called Antigua Shipyard.
Oh, yeah, Antigua Shipyard.
And GSL version, there's no close spawn, so
Oh, okay, good.
no rush.
That's my second favorite of the new ladder maps so far.
It kind of reminds
Nerazim
me of
Crypt, I think, is the one
Big
I
Game
really like.
Hunter in Broodlore.
Why?
Yeah, when you first see the minimap.
Yeah, I guess that's quite
So you
fair.
take center, you win.
Oh, is that
Today,
it?
actually, this Zerg had like 5 base, I had 2 base. He had Broodlords and Ultras, but I took the center and I turned the tide. I won.
Wow. Dude. You're getting good, John. I can't wait till you get up to platinum, dude.
It's on FXO Oz's computer, that replay. I played on his computer.
Oh, really? Someone was like, I'm playing an FXO guy.
And at the beginning, I was so confused because I set up hotkeys, and apparently there's an option you don't get to see the hotkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going back to Busan.
I like how you look behind you as if Busan's about to appear.
So Emperor of Terran Boxer versus he's back. Storm Zerg. Yeah.
I tell you what, John, Busan, a beautiful city. I've had the pleasure of going down there many times.
It's actually Trevor's favorite city in Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Seoul is better, but I love Busan, man. There's nothing like having a beer on that beach at night.
That's true. It's a good time of the year. So you can see our Korean commentators, Kisado, Lee Yeon-ju, and Mr. Che. Did you know Mr. Che has a fan club at Team Liquid now?
Does he really?
Yeah.
Well, he deserves one.
Yeah, he does.
Good guy. They have their 3D glasses on. Of course, this is an LG Cinema 3D. Special event.
It's a shame we don't get to see it in 3D.
Well, I don't know about you, John, but I can see 3D always.
네, 안녕하세요. 황영재입니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 최동원입니다.
You got their clappy sticks.
정말 해운대 화끈한 도시입니다. 정말 많은 분들이
This must be really exciting for those people in Busan because there hasn't been esports event in Busan for quite a time.
Yeah, it's been a little over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, about a year and a month. I went down to that last one,
이것이
actually.
바로 오늘 이 무대의 이유가 아니겠습니까? 이것이 바로 또 임요환 또 홍진호 선수의 힘이 아닐까라는 생각이 드네요.
그렇죠. e스포츠가 태동한 지 이제 10여 년이 흘렀고 10여 년이 더 흘러간 이 시점에서 그 둘의 라이벌 구도는 계속되고 있습니다.
네.
끝없이 계속되는 이 라이벌 구도가 스타크래프트 1에서 이제는 스타크래프트 2 자유의 날개로 이어지는 이 구도를 감상하기 위해서 그리고 3D로 여러분들이 직접 e스포츠 컨텐츠를 감상하기 위해서
네.
이건
Oh, I thought I was waiting for you to
No,
translate
that's
something.
just too much for me.
Okay. Well, they're just talking about how excited they are to be here, just like John and I. How this is going to be an awesome 3D thing. 3D match. Yeah, Blizzard flag.
정말 상상에서만 있었던 그런 일들이 현실로 이제
Sit up
펼쳐진다는
straight.
거.
Run screen.
드림 매치가 지금 펼쳐진다는 것만으로도 지금 전 세계 많은
Wait, why are you
팬분들이
so much taller than me when we sit down?
I'm actually, I have a very long torso as opposed to legs. Not like misshapenly, but
You're a giraffe.
던지는 뭐 그러한 순간을 만끽하게 되는데요.
That's me,
자,
you're a giraffe.
해운대의 모든
That's not mean.
팬들과
Actually, I
thought you
really
liked
like giraffes. I
팬들과
love
함께
You've been to the zoo with me,
Yeah,
actually.
I went
되고
Yeah.
곰TV를 통해
Greg
전
went with
세계로
us.
생중계되고 있는
That's
the
right
guy
after he did that giraffe build on Steps of War.
Yeah, that's true. He like tried to push him up the creep and stuff, but it was winter. They were locked in a cage.
스타크래프트 1에서부터 이 선수들의 라이벌 구도를 계속해서 그리워했었고
This is going to be-
이번 매치를 통해서
This is actually
다시
just
한번
such a fun
돌아오는
match to see. I
선수로서의
wonder what
경기력을
Yellow's going to do in
굉장히
StarCraft 2, man.
기대하고
Like, is he
있습니다.
actually going to become a pro gamer? Is he going to run a team? Is he going to be a coach?
We don't
Maybe
know.
a playing coach? I think he's going to be a playing coach.
Might be.
Watch, I bet you. This guy will be like working. But here's the thing, if he becomes a playing coach, will it be with Slayers? It would feel weird for me if Boxer and Yellow, two old rivals, joined up on the same team. That would be too weird for me.
Actually, it would be, yes.
That would be like me and Day9 being in the same clan. It just doesn't work. It's like, I'm sorry. It can't happen.
So you're not friends with Day9?
Oh, I'm great friends with him, just as Boxer and Yellow are great friends. But
Oh.
I mean, we can't be on the same team though. That's weird, man. Like the Earth just goes off its kilter at that point, John.
Okay, here come the players. Boxer in his handsome blue Slayer shirt.
Boxer's such a handsome guy, man.
Now he recently qualified Code A.
I know, he's kicking ass. Third place at MLG.
First back, yeah.
And he had MMA. He had him. That should have been his finals. Swear to God, man. I was watching that live. I was wiggling. I'm like, Boxer's going to win. And then he's like, you know what I'll do against someone with medevacs? I'll attack with only siege tanks.
Wait, you
Siege
watched
wall.
it live? It was like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
I'm crazy, man.
I
I
watched it
love
live, too.
Starcraft. Oh, you did too? Ah, we're such nerds.
죄송합니다. 네가 이해 못해서. 제가 해운대는 처음 오는 것 같은데요.
So this is first time for
여러분들
Boxer to
여기서
come to
다시
Haeundae, he says.
좀 바로 옆 동네지만 다시 보게 돼서 반갑고요. 오늘
And he's really glad to
선수랑
see
경기하게 돼서
Busan
진짜,
fans
저는 감격입니다.
And he's
다시는
really
붙지
touched
못할 것 같았었는데
to be on stage
이런 자리를
to fight against Yellow again after all these years. And he thinks it's all due to the support from the fans that made this possible.
감격이라고 표현을 하셨는데요.
네,
I agree.
해일과 같은 감동이
I can actually see Boxer really excited. I've never seen him so excited.
Yeah, he's wiggly, man.
Look at him smile.
I can't believe this is his first time to Haeundae. Such a great beach.
나란히 본인의 이름을
Well, he's a pro gamer, and they don't get
Nerd's
out
been
much.
inside too much, man, playing too much Starcraft.
감정이입이 함께했었기 때문에 어찌 보면 친구 같기도 하고
네.
영원한 동료 나와도 같다라는 생각이 들게 했던 선수입니다. 여러분
So here comes Yellow, Boxer's great friend and rival,
선수입니다.
a legendary Zerg player.
There he is.
Wearing GSL shirt.
He's in Team GSL.
Yeah,
John,
I'm the
you're
captain
the
of
same
that
team.
숫자를 대변하는 주인공이기도 합니다. 안녕하십니까?
네, 안녕하세요. 홍준호입니다.
네, 여러분 홍진호 선수의 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
This is so weird to see.
아주 오랜만에
I know, isn't it?
GSL.
그리고 스타크래프트 2에서 이제
You know, when he first walked down that shirt, I thought it was a Team MVP shirt because the logo's kind of similar. I was like, no way. No way. He's learning from Don Gregu.
부탁드리겠습니다. 이 자리에 선소감?
예, 일단 저도 이제 은퇴를 한 이후에 사실 큰 무대에 다시는 좀 못 쓸 줄 알았는데
I did not expect myself to be on such a big stage after my
다시 이렇게 또
retirement.
인사드리게 돼가지고 너무나도 영광스럽고
But I'm
너무 또
honored
감사드리고요.
To say hello
오늘
to the
정말
fans again on
엄청난
stage.
실력으로 여기 왔지만 어쨌든 좋은 경기, 재밌는 경기 해가지고
And I came here
즐거운 경기
today
만들었으면 좋겠습니다.
with
감사합니다.
somewhat poor skill, but
자, 오늘
I hope to show great matches. And I hope the fans are satisfied.
I hope so too.
본인이 스스로
I hate being
실력이라고
dissatisfied.
말씀하셔서
It's so unsatisfying.
자, 좀 궁금하기도 합니다. 스타크래프트를 시작한 지 얼마 되지 않은 것 같기는 하거든요. 그 정보는 우리가 알고 있는데.
So we know you haven't played StarCraft 2
계급이 어느
that
정도
long.
되십니까?
So how good are you?
이게 물론 이제 스타크래프트 2를 하시는 분들은 아시겠지만은 얼마 전 제가 이제 한 달이 안 됐거든요 아직 한 달
So
안 돼가지고
I've not played StarCraft 2.
얼마 전까지 부통령을 하다가
I played it less than a month,
지금 이제 골드로 넘어와서 지금 열심히
and I was in bronze until
쌈박질하고
recently, but now I'm in gold league.
자, 여러분.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
잘 어울릴 것 같지
He's
않습니까?
in gold league.
어느 정도
Oh my God. John, you'd be a good match against him then. Don't turn it off, everyone. He might just be being humble. Sometimes Koreans do that. They be all humble.
다시 되물었는지 말씀해 주실 수 있겠습니까?
예, 그 골드 한 50위권 때라고 하길래 저는 기대로 저 골드라고 처음 얘기 들었을 때 그래 골드 대통령이구나 생각했는데
So when I first
50위권이라고
heard that he's in gold, I thought he was
벌레기네?
top in his
얘기를 했었거든요.
division, but
그리고
actually
이번에
he's like 50th
제가
in his
Oh my
division.
God.
그 여태까지 한 임진록 중에 가장 마음 편히 할 수
Now's your
있는
chance, John. This is your
임진록이라고
rush time. You take him out.
네, 가장
Among
마음
all the
편히
matches
할
I
수
fought
있는
against him
임진록.
until now,
자,
this
이
is
두
the most.
선수의 그
This is the one I feel the
피해는
most
사실은 라이벌의
confident.
기류가 흐르고 있어요. 경력은
That's
둘째
actually good.
치고라도
Boxer might
자존심이라는
be
것이
Boxer's
걸려있다.
gonna Boxer's not going to play to win, but he's going to play to entertain, and we might still get some great
네,
matches.
사실 저 같은 경우는 저 자신을 알고 있기 때문에
I know myself
최근에
very well,
선수가 제가 이 이벤트 매치가 잡히고 나가지고
and
네.
after I heard that
선수의 행방을
about
봤거든요.
this event match,
PC방 예선이더라고요. 그래가지고
and I checked
굉장히
where
할
Boxer
만한
is, and I
선수인데
found out that
최근에
Boxer's
이제
out of
본인이
Code A.
자기가 제 2의 전성이다 할 정도로 실력이 올라온 상태라 힘겨워 보입니다. 하지만 오늘 또 가볍게
But
왔다가
then he
지금
He
임요한 선수의
improved
멘트를
a lot
보니까
after that. He came back.
1승 좀 해보고 싶네요.
and-
진짜.
I think
네,
Boxer's in his
그렇습니다. 사실 제가 약간 좀
prime
이해하기도
days.
했어요.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really confident playing against him today.
감개무량했거든요.
Nor should he be.
처음에는 지난 작년이었죠.
Yellow in Gold League. Will that be his only gold of his StarCraft career?
MLG에서 3위에 또 입상을 하기도 했었고, 자 뿐만 아니라 지금도 이제 코드의 리거로서 앞으로 맹활약을 할 임요한에게
네.
도전을 하는 게 어떻겠습니까? 라는 이런 제안을 꽤 수락한 이유가 있을 것 같습니다.
Despite Boxer doing really well
제가
nowadays, you accepted
스타크래프트 이제
to
원을
do this
하면서
show match.
나름
And why
오랫동안
is
했기
that?
때문에 그런 많은 시간이 주어진 건 아니었지만 그 짧은 시간 내에 그 스타크래프트 2도
Although I've not played StarCraft 2 for that long,
원작이라고 생각하기
I've been
때문에
pro gamer for
금방 실력이
ages,
좀 따라잡을 거라 생각했습니다.
so
그래가지고
네.
I thought I could catch
도전을
up really
함께
fast.
이제 수락을 하고 했는데 생각보다 어렵더라고요.
But it turned out more difficult than I'd expected.
약간 애먹고 있지만 그래도
So I'm
오늘
having tough time.
완전히 맘 편히 하다가는
But
또
today
전략을 준비한 게 있기 때문에
오!
I have some prepared builds, so you shouldn't be too
자,
confident.
여러분 골드리거 홍진호 선수의
So,
준비.
Yellow
준비한
brought
전략이
some-
무엇인지
has
궁금합니다.
prepared some
전략뿐만이
builds
아니라
Yeah.
워낙에 또
to use against
게임
Boxer. I wonder what it is.
I'll bet anything there's a Baneling bus. Anything, John.
Something Gold Leaguer would do.
Yes. A roach rush, perhaps.
이 질문해달라고요. 오늘 몇 개의 벙커를 출연시킬
The one where he
예정이십니까?
swears at you if you
So
have a
the
Banshee.
question of today, how many bunkers do you plan to build today?
그 벙커들의 그 향연을 볼 수 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
We're going to see a
그리고-
festival of bunkers today.
원과 달리 투는
네.
And unlike Brood
벙커가
War,
무서워지기도 합니다.
in StarCraft 2, bunkers are actually
외관상
scary.
무서워지기도 하기 때문에 안 되지 않았으면 좋겠고요.
So I hope you don't get heart attack.
뭐 자신감을
They
이렇게
were pretty scary in Starcraft 1.
조금은 피력하고 있는데
네. 직접 손을
제가-
맞아보세요 그냥. 대화.
제가 오기 전에 그 홍진호 선수와 이벤트 매치가 있다 라고 이제 홍보가 들어가고 여러 댓글을 봤거든요.
네.
그 중에 한 댓글을 봤는데 제가
Before I
요즘
came
하고
today, I
있잖아요.
checked on
그
internet about
임요한이
the replies
흥할수록
people wrote about
홍진호는
today's show
쫑긴다.
match.
오.
네. 그 댓글에 저는 적극 동의하고요.
네.
그래도 오늘 컨셉을 어떤 컨셉으로 잡고 왔냐면
네.
홍진호 선수가 좌절을 느끼기보다는 뭔가 스타크래프트 2의 재미를 느끼기 하기
liquid?
위해서
오.
And I saw a lot of some funny
그런
comments about
컨셉으로
Yellow. And
봤거든요.
그래요? 그런데 우리 그 게이머들은 다 압니다.
어.
게임의 흥미 또 재미를 가장 크게 느끼는 순간은 이기는 순간이거든요.
네, 그러니까 압도적으로는 이기려고를 안 할 거예요. 왜냐하면
But
네.
before you lose
눈물을
your
시켜야-
confidence today, remember that I'm not going to play too harshly today. I'm going to play easy today.
네.
자, 홍진호
and
선수
play
이건
to
어느 정도
entertain.
예고일 것 같은데 여기에
I
넘어가지
guess that
않으실
means
자신
no blue
있습니까?
flame hellions.
일단 사실
Just
뭐
regular
굉장히
Hellions.
기대가 되고요.
네.
일단 뭐
I'm very excited for this.
네.
흥미를 끌어 주신다고 이제 하셨는데 사실 저 같은 경우는 스타 2에서도 벙커가 존재하고 그 벙커가 퇴출까지 된다길래
네.
사실 매력이 정말 이거 뭐야 했거든요.
네.
근데 어떤 식으로 저한테 이 스타 2의 재미를 알려줄지 정말
And
기대가
Boxer
되네요.
said that he'll show me how fun StarCraft 2 actually is. But then I heard that in StarCraft 2, bunkers can be retrieved.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, what the hell? And so I really hope Boxer can show
네, 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다.
how fun StarCraft 2 is
잠시
today.
우리는 폭풍자고 홍진호가 당황하는 모습을 볼 수도 있고 그의 땀방울을 볼 수도 있을 것 같습니다.
Oh, I actually feel
지금도
sorry for
물어보고
Yellow.
있네요.
It's not just
형,
bunkers.
벙커가
They have
가요?
Reapers,
이
Helios,
무대에서
Oh, man.
땀방울하게 질문을
Medivacs,
하고 있는데,
a dropship that can
자, 이제
heal.
본격적으로 슈퍼스타 챌린지를
It's
시작하려고
crazy,
합니다.
dude.
마지막으로 경기에
I don't know who made this Terran race, but,
부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 먼저 홍진호
I got some words for them.
예, 일단 오늘 정말 아까 처음도 말했지만은 정말 즐기자는 이제 마음으로 와가지고 정말
As I said
유명한
before,
선수와
I came here
정말
today to
오랜만에 보는 것 같아요. 이런
enjoy
무대에서 그래가지고
the
좀
games.
상징적인 의미로 정말 재미있게 팬분들도 그렇게
And
즐기셨으면
this is a
좋겠고
symbolic
저도
match,
열심히 해가지고
match between
최대한
me and Boxer.
오래오래 경기할 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
So I try to play as long as possible, and I hope the fans enjoy it.
자, 여러분 홍진호 선수에게
I have a feeling, John, we're gonna see a lot of nukes.
하지만 여러분들의 큰 함성으로 파이팅 보내주시기 바랍니다. 자, 언제나 우리에겐 폭풍으로 남을 지금도 존재하는 홍진호 선수 만나봤고요. 자, 우리 임요한 선수도 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Now, comment from Boxer.
예, 그 뭐 말이 필요하겠습니까? 여러분들
There's
즐기십시오.
not much
그리고
to say, but just
제가
enjoy.
홍진호 선수한테 다소 좌절감을 주더라도 여러분께서 꼭 홍진호 선수에게 격려의 말씀을 전달해서 스타트 쪽으로
And although
오시게끔
I
많은
might
응원
take away
부탁드리겠습니다.
all the confidence Yellow has today, be sure to support him. Be sure to give him a lot of support and courage.
이상의 시간을 함께하면서도 우정을 든든히 했고 또 이 무대 위에서는
I don't know.
라이벌로
Yellow's actually a smart guy, so he might be playing fool now.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny? He's actually Grandmaster League. It's like they haven't even opened in Grandmaster yet.
So now they're gonna have a handshake, and the match will begin, and I'll be swapping seat with Tasteless.
All right, John, I'll miss you.
Yep.
Thank you for your hard work. 수고하십니까.
It's me. I'm back.
Hey!
Hey!
What happened to John?
I don't know. I'm a shapeshifter. That was me all along. I'm like Morph from the X-Men, only I don't die that early.
That's good. I would be really sad, man. I'd have to rip the head off of some
sentinel.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Morph.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have Boxer against Yellow. This is so just crazy, man.
It's awesome to see. You know, as they said, Yellow is not caught up. Apparently, he's 50th in his gold division.
Well, I mean, he just switched over.
They said it's going to be fun games, Tasteless. That's what Boxer's playing for, is to entertain.
Boxer actually plays the game wearing boxing gloves. Like, he can't even use hotkeys.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
How many nukes do you think we're going to see? I'm saying 10.
Well, I mean, Boxer basically has the ability to potentially humiliate Yellow. But then again, Boxer, he's kind of so stylistic, sometimes that actually trips him up. I mean, let's face it, if he tries to do something really fancy and it loses, and you're like, oh, Boxer losing to Gold Leaguers.
He's going to be either rushing for a battle cruiser or a nuke off of one base, and Yellow will kill him with a Baneling bust. Guaranteed. Guarantee it. I would bet. I bet Tasteless.
You know, at the same time, I could also see Yellow definitely getting some help from some top pros.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I mean, he knows all of them. So
he is the super young.
Just because some guy's in gold right now because he lost his first few placement matches and is trying to get out of that does not mean he's actually gold. You know, even though. Why are you giving me that?
I'm just happy.
You're just happy?
Happy guy.
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how this all goes down.
What if Boxer bunker rushes him again? And Yellow's like, come on.
Yellow thinks he stopped it, but he sells the bunker and no damage is done to Boxer. StarCraft 1, man, you leave those bunkers, man. Every bunker is a hard choice, StarCraft 1.
Yeah, it is. It really is, actually.
This one, it's the more bunkers, the merrier.
Yeah.
It's like a bunker party.
Yeah. You bring in the receipt, return it, no problem.
No receipt, that's fine.
Burning, they still take it back. I'm like, wow, you guys are going
burning
out of
with
business.
Zealots attacking it. The store flies in and picks up all the pieces and gets out of there.
Yeah.
There's still an explosion for some reason, but whatever.
The guy picks up the bunker and he's like, hot, 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 as he puts it in his bunker basket, right? Yeah. By the way, cheers to all of you who are joining us. There's a viewing party, right, at QuakeCon.
Hi, guys.
So cheers, Quake
we
guys.
love Quake, actually.
We do. Although I do like to troll Quake players. I'll do stuff I'll be like, oh, I don't. It's a good game, but do you really think pointing guns at people all day is healthy? I'll do that kind of stuff. FPS guys go crazy when you do that.
Oh, really?
That is the best trolling move you can do to an FPS guy. But you're pointing guns at people all day. Okay, we're going to take a look at the maps now for this best of 3. And it's right up there. And as you can see, it's Xel'Naga Caverns, Tal'Darim Altar, and Shattered Temple. Now, these are 3 pretty different maps.
Yeah, they're about as different as you can get, Tasteless. It's like an apple, an orange, and a carrot. Actually, it's more different than that. It's an apple,
it's like an apple, a hubcap, and a box of...
A blue whale.
A blue whale?
A blue whale, an apple, and a spaceship. That's what it is.
Wow. That's different.
It's dark matter, it's a sound wave, and it's nothingness.
Well, the problem here for Yellow is as much as he's learned, he won't exactly be acquainted with all different map styles.
Oh, certainly.
The only thing I could say that would make this worse is if one of these other maps was swapped out with Scrap Station.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this is going to be so difficult.
John mentioned that maybe, just maybe, Yellow is playing the fool. Maybe he's actually really good. Maybe he's high-level Master Zerg already. Guy's smart, man. He's smart. StarCraft 1 doesn't take that long to switch your skills over. I know he's only been playing a month, but he is Yellow.
Yeah. This is one of the guys that basically invented the way that Zerg ought to be played. He was kind of one of the starting points, if you will, of the metagame, shifting into a radical direction.
Father of Zerg.
And that's actually quite huge because whenever you see somebody who's like the first, it's why Fruit Dealer really deserves our respect, is whenever you see somebody who's like the first in their field with that respective race, whether it's Terran, Protoss, or Zerg, that's actually when the metagame starts. And everybody starts copying that. Then we have to see how to respond to that.
One of the players that basically did start out, as you said, Tasteless. Nice big crowd there down in Busan today.
Yeah. And this is also an important day for us since this event is hosted at Haeundae Beach.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know this. But our voices were used in the biggest budget Korean movie of all time, Haeundae.
Yeah.
In the Korean version. We're in there for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Scene with the helicopter.
Yeah. I'm the
Yeah,
radio
we're
voice. And
saving-
Tasis is the voice
I'm the
of
rescuer.
the guy on
I'm
the
the
boat.
voice
He's
of
on
the
the
rescuer.
body of the guy.
I'm like, we gotta get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually, I'm actually telling the truth. So, what does it mean? It's a sign. We're here at Hyundai again.
Well, we're not down at that Hyundai Tasis.
No, we're not.
up
We're
here
in the
at
studio.
The Mokdong studio.
That's okay.
They
I
left
still
us
brought my
behind.
flip flops.
Did you?
I brought my beach ball.
My
and I have
sunglasses.
sunscreen all over my body.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get sunburnt.
Well, you have a blazer on. It's dark out. I think you're fine.
This is my tanning blazer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let you get tanning lines like around your wrists and stuff.
Yeah.
Like right here, like right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Some right here.
Yeah.
Well, if I was really in my tanning blazer, I wouldn't have a shirt on under this.
Oh yeah. You
It'd be
just
my
get,
little
like,
tuft of nerd hair down there.
Yeah.
And I'm so white, I look like an albino
For some
Chewbacca.
reason, it's nerd hair. It's just not
It's
regular.
nerd hair. It's
It's hair on a nerd. Man.
All
I don't
nouns
know.
that I interact with are nerd something, okay?
Take a sip of my nerd coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to have some. It's late.
Take a little drink of my nerd tea out of my nerd cup.
Normally I would have checked in by now. You know, I would have had my feet in a warm little tub of water. You know, I had my little bathrobe on, you know, getting ready for bed. Watching a little bit of Murder, She Wrote. But no, I'm going to be casting these games for you.
Normally, I would just have gone home, gotten completely naked, eaten a bowl of lentils, and then played a Smurf account on the North American or Korean ladder.
Wow, I really want to have fan art of that, Artosis. Oh, man, this is going to be so sick. I wonder, I really want to know, though, what is Boxer going to do? Because if there's ever a moment we could see an incredibly stylized strat, like, and it would work almost no matter what.
Yeah. Here's a few. Mass Raven, Battlecruiser Rush, Mass Nukes, perhaps Viking Drops.
Oh, my God.
That'd be pretty cool.
Do we really call
we're
them?
definitely, here's things we won't see. Blue Flame Hellions, a bunch of Marauders. Too
We
many
could see like a
siege tanks.
planetary fortress rush.
He could float planetary fortress. He could like walk him up the map like a snake.
You know what would be actually so sick? Is if Yellow six-pooled. Because if Slayer's Boxer does go for a fancy pants strat, that's going to be a way that it can actually mess it all up. By the way, they are playing this game in 3D.
That's right. Looks so cool.
Look at Slayer's Boxer in his shades.
Plus, he has a couple of championships in the GSL. His team owning up.
Yeah.
Made the round of 4 in Season 2 of GSL as well.
Yeah, this is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all, Taste. That's fine. They are in the game. It looks like they are getting ready. I am so stoked to see the craziness that Slayer's Boxer does and to see how good Yellow is so far.
All I'm saying, Artosis, is there ain't no brakes on this crazy train.
No, there are not. And I'm actually watching the chat in the game, and Yellow is talking about bunkers. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know all my verbs, so.
Well, this is just going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, basically, we're about to hop in the crazy cannon and light the fuse. Look at all these people out there.
Yeah, that's
By the way,
for this late at
Haeundae
night.
Beach is a great place to check out. If you ever come to
definitely.
Korea and go to Busan, this is
most famous beach in Busan.
Yeah. And here is Yellow.
And look at this. As you see, back in. Look at all those seconds, man. 5-second place. You think Green King has a bad.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
It's
look,
Yellow, man, the original Marine King.
yeah, this is oh my God, well said.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of allude to something like that, but yeah, this is the original Marine King.
Marine King is so ripping off Yellow's style, man. All these second places.
He's such a poser nerd.
I know. This is the OG right here.
That's right.
OGS Yellow, but OG.
As you can see here, so many people showed up here in Busan. Here in Busan, I'm not actually in Busan, I'm in the GOM studio. This is the after-hours special. This is like the bonus content on your DVD. I can't wait to see this. It's gonna be. It's just. It's like we got in a time machine.
Which bonus content will it be? Will it be
많이 나오지만
or will it be
the
the
bloopers?
director's commentary? I don't know.
I think it's gonna be director's commentary right here.
I hope so.
All right, it's time. Slayer's Boxer against Yellow. Yellow clapping his hands, getting some blood in him, getting ready. Slayer's Boxer with a smirk on his face. What does he have in store for us? We're going to find out momentarily here as the game is loading. Slayer's Boxer are Terran against Yellow are Zerg. These two, the original StarCraft 1 rivalry back when esports was just in its infancy. Now we're going to do it again here in StarCraft 2, so get ready. It's on over here in the bottom left location. The Emperor himself. We have Slayer's Boxer.
He is totally harassing Yellow right now.
And now, moving. Oh my God, people are going crazy. Oh, security got control of that guy.
That poor guy just got owned, man.
I know. He was like, cheer for the Emperor. And then, no. Over here in the upper right. Silver place medalist in StarCraft 1. Almost didn't get that out. Yellow. He was never winning tournaments, always getting second place. He's the underdog right now. He's just switched over to StarCraft 2. He was always a very good StarCraft 1 player.
Oh, yeah. One of the best.
So for those of you guys who are not really familiar with StarCraft 1 and we're like, well, he just now started using gold, but he's rapidly improving. Just understand this is actually one of the best StarCraft 1 Zergs of all time. So his gold league, the only thing it has that actually represents him well is that gold and yellow are similar colors. That's it.
Yes.
I'm right, man.
You're completely right.
I know.
I can't even believe it.
I'm so right all the time, it's kind of scary. So here comes Yellow's drone. So far, actually, he looks completely fine.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to know the builds. You know, this is a guy that commands so much respect that he can actually call Nesty and say, hey, what are you doing? Nesty's like, well, I just woke up from my nap on my money bed and I was about to swim through my pool of money. And then I was going to drink a glass full of money and then pay money to have my stomach pumped because I'm sick from all the money in it. And Yellow would be like, well, you're going to skip all that instead, come over and teach me build orders. And Yellow would be like, yeah. I mean, Nesty would be like, yes, Yellow, I'll be right there.
The yes, master.
Basically.
The will is my command.
That's how it goes. Complete respect for this guy. In the
Uh-oh. Bunker rush.
There is one Marine on the way. A
Now,
second Marine as well.
Stopping bunker rushes in StarCraft 2 is slightly different from StarCraft 1, which I don't know if Yellow has quite the amount of experience.
Right now, I bet he's freaking out, man. He's like, not again! Pulling his drone away. Nice micro so far.
Okay, now is Marine going to get all the way around? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. And Slayer's Boxer definitely having fun with Yellow in this time around here.
Yeah, 2 Marines in there, man. He's not sending any more, though. He's done with that. Looks like he's going to go into Reactor Hellions.
Yeah, I think what he wants to do. Now, at this point in time, Yellow doesn't know if this bunker rush is a serious commitment, but following this up with double Reactor Hellions, he can actually kill all of Yellow's Zerglings.
Yeah, it's a good combination. I'm actually surprised Boxer's doing it. As he said, he just tried to make these games fun. This is like a legit build he's using on Yellow.
Yeah, he's actually he's not holding his dukes back here.
No, he's not at all.
And is he going to get this before? No, the bunker salvages another blow for Yellow.
Well, Speed is on the way.
Now, with Speed, he actually might be able to catch the Hellions. I don't know if Slayer's Boxer is going to be prepared for Speedlings. He might just have assumed, okay.
Oh, Baneling Nest is on the way, Tasteless.
Oh, like 2 passing ships in the night.
Yellow may be going for a Baneling bust here. But those 2 Hellions coming up could be trouble. Some more Zerglings on the way, but only 1 Queen.
This could be bad now. The Hellions are being micro, but I think Slayer's Boxer suddenly realizes, wait a minute, I'm actually under attack back here. Zergling's speed is about 5-6 seconds away from finishing.
And shortly thereafter, the Baneling Nest will finish as well. Uh-oh.
He needs to get that speed done before.
Yeah, he does. And Boxer killing off a lot of Zerglings
About
here.
5 killed right now. Oh.
And finally, speed does finish, and it looks like he may not end up being able to do the Baneling bust that he was planning. Oh, he has made some more Zerglings, so he can still go hide in John's Common Knowledge hallway. He might not know that it's so common knowledge, though.
Yeah.
Which could be an issue.
That definitely could be Artosis.
That is a lot of Hellion stasis.
All right, here we go. Oh! He's got to be careful. You do not want to run in that situation, as the Hellions will chase you down. But, ouch.
Yeah.
All right, now, this is the problem, is he's gone Banelings, but, you know, how is that even going to work for him if he doesn't have any Zerglings to make those Banelings?
Very true. Boxer continues to taunt Yellow.
The Boxer's basically been trash-talking Yellow this entire time.
Well, right now Yellow, droning up quite a bit, is making a few Banes. That's smart. You know, probably keep one on top of his ramp. Make sure that the Hellions can't just run up. It's always a scary thing. Blue Flame on the way as well as a dropship. Wow. Boxer ain't holding back the punches.
Yeah, this is actually a completely legitimate StarCraft 2 build.
Yeah, he talks Yellow into playing a match against him on the beach. He's like, yeah, no, let's go easy, it'll be fun games. Pulls out his best stuff, man. He's actually like me playing a custom game, man.
Yeah.
It's like he tells Yellow it's going to be easy. He's using his best build he has. You watch, he's going to have a bunch of Marines following this up. It's going to be sick.
All right, now we have the Hellions harassing the Queen at the ramp. Those Hellions get up there, it could be bad, Artosis.
Very bad indeed. Yellow.
I don't know about the evolution chamber here from Yellow.
Looks like it's kind of to block Hellions from running through, but one thing I have to say is Yellow being the newer player doesn't quite get the creep tumor yet, which is fine, because remember, Nest T's first season.
Yeah, he wasn't utilizing creep tumors.
He didn't use
either.
a single creep tumor in his O2 defeat.
Yeah.
Yellow right now using him a little bit more than that, luckily. Uh-oh, Tasteless. It's going to be time in a moment here.
All right, he's moving out now. And he can actually elevator all these units up here. Yellow might be ready, though. All right, here we go.
This is going to be pretty hard, Tasteless.
He's probably going to want to wait until the second load is dumped out.
Look at that beautiful positioning on that dropship. Instantly picking up more units to bring up. 18 Zerglings on the way for Yellow. And
uh-oh.
Oh, man, no. Boxer really minimizing the damage that could do.
Slayer's Boxer types in ...
And runs away.
Oh, he's playing with him now.
He is indeed.
It's typed in Yan. Sorry. This is funny. Now, as you can see, the Spire is coming up here. And a little bit. And this is painful to watch, actually. Yellow so stuck. But keep in mind, he doesn't have a ton of Marines, actually. And it's actually really good to see Yellow's already catching up here. He's starting to get creep tumors out there, as much of them as possible.
Boxer has an engineering bay, but no turrets, so Mutas may be able to do a lot of damage.
All right, Mutas are on the way. No, they're not. They will be on the way. Yeah, now they are. All right.
Wow. 9 could actually do a lot, Tasteless.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here comes another piece of this harassment.
Well, here's the problem, Artosis, is that if these Mutas come out, I think when Slayer's Boxer saw the evolution chamber, he might have actually just assumed, oh my god, is he just like making a bunch of bunkers? Oh my god, he's actually going to taunt him and make bunkers going all the way up to his base. Oh my god.
So mean.
He's going to make fun of him back for the time when he beat Slayer's Boxer back way long ago. I don't even know the year. With the three
like,
bunker rushes in a row.
It happened like 100 times. And now he's like, what? You have Mutas? And turrets are going up for Slayer's Boxer now, 3 of them. And Yellow's not gonna like that, man. Being taunted by an old friend and rival.
Yellow's not going to be happy about that. All right, but now here's the problem. He can actually park over the production facilities.
Yes,
he can actually get over there
And look at that, there is one bunker with a couple Marines in it, but actually those mutas could take that out if he wants.
All right, here come the Hellions in here to try to take out the drones.
And they kill a ton of drones right now, drawing the mutas back of yellow.
All right, he did get the turrets up. I think yellow was a bit overwhelmed from seeing the bunkers that got thrown out here. But, you know, he's actually in a fairly good position right now. There's not a lot of anti-air.
Kills off a lot of bunkers, something he couldn't do very often in StarCraft 1. Getting his revenge in StarCraft 2 at the moment. Slayer's Boxer's going to be moving back in with some Hellions.
Uh-oh.
And yellow losing some more drones here.
And actually that wasn't too successful by Slayer's Boxer.
8 more drones on the way. He's only at 30 drones, though, against 54 SCVs. Boxer has really done some great damage to Yellow's economy.
Slayer's Boxer is going to have to be a little bit careful because, and I've done this too, I used to like to write LOL in pylons.
I remember this.
When I was beating people, and then sometimes they would actually start to win and they'd kill my pylons, and I'd be like, wow, I just lost like 100 supply.
Yeah.
And then I'd lose.
I've observed you do that more than once, Stasis.
Yep.
Poor guy.
So he's got to be careful. I mean, that bunker line, that's actually a lot of minerals.
That is. Luckily for him, though, he can sell it, unlike you with your pylons.
Yep.
So Yellow actually making a sizable muta force, man. I mean, he has 7 more mutas on the way. That's going to bring him up to a grand total of 22 mutas. And I got to tell you, man, mutas haven't changed all that much, especially from Yellow's time. Back when Yellow was a pro, mutaless micro wasn't what it became in StarCraft 1. So he's actually going to be perfectly good with these mutas. They're actually going to handle just like mutas from his day and age.
Yeah, that is very, very true. He's basically going to be in his element making the mutalist. It's unfortunately, though, because he has not, Yellow does not have a lot of experience with the gold minerals.
That's quite true.
So I don't think he's realizing actually how deadly it is that Slayer's Boxer is taking the gold base.
It's probably going to be like, how do I get the yellow SCV?
All right. Yellow's expansion hatchery at the upper left just now starting. Slayer's Boxer may go out here and just try to deny that. Starve Yellow out.
He certainly is, but there are a lot of mutas still. He's getting +1 mutas attack. He needs a run from that, though. That's way too many Marines.
Yeah, absolutely. But there are Banelings.
No Baneling speed, but they do have +1 attack.
A nice counterattack here from Yellow. Just, I guess it's going to damage that planetary fortress.
And here we go. Yellow going after the Marines. And
oh my god, Slayer's Boxer splitting is so good.
Yeah, it really is.
That's why you got to get Baneling speed.
Oh boy, 7, 8 mutas going down there. He's down to 14, but 8 more mutas on the way. It's too bad he lost all those mutas.
Oh, and he's not stopping with his bunker line.
No, he's serious about
Remember
it.
this, guys. He is actually going to make this all the way up to his base. If you guys are just now joining us, Slayer's Boxer is attempting to humiliate Yellow in our show match. This
what a friend.
Harkens back to StarCraft 1 in the major match where Slayer's Boxer beat Yellow with 3 bunker rushes in a row in a best-of-5.
And Yellow coming over. He's more focused on the bunkers than winning the game.
He's like, oh god, I just don't want these bunkers to get up.
Yellow right now is taking another base, is getting a lot more Banelings and Zerglings. He's at 46 drones against 70 SCVs. So his economy is a little bit more than a bit behind.
Well, if this was any Zerg player that had more experience, this would actually be a little bit closer, but here we go.
Oh, and some
my
Banelings
god.
get off. Without speed even, he gets some off and will end up removing Slayer's Boxer's
Oh my god,
army.
he's going to get the medevacs too.
Oh my god, he right-clicked on the rock, so I was like, oh, if that Marine kills every muta, tasteless.
All right, more Marines are coming up here. Remember, they can use the bunkers in here for cover, even though there aren't a lot of Marines.
Quite true. Reclaiming his bunker line. So there's Boxer right now, also making 6 barracks at once. Well, Tasus right now. +2 on the way, more Zerglings on the way as well. Yellow kind of keeping to his StarCraft 1 style. Kind of medium-ish amount of drones and a lot of poking and prodding with Mutalist Zergling. You know, that's what he's known for in StarCraft 1. Not super low economy, not super high economy, somewhere in between.
When those barracks finish, that's going to be a huge economy explosion there. You can see Yellow's smart. He's like, all right, I'm going to run around into John's common knowledge hallway. But then the problem with that is that, Good Terran's already adapted to this by blocking that off.
Going after this bunker now. Can he break it? He does, but has to get out of there afterwards. Does not want to lose any more mutas.
There are many more bunkers to destroy in this game than that one.
We do have an infestation pit just finishing up right there.
All right, he's pushing the creep back. I'm sure the bunker line will continue to stretch out. Oh, we have Banelings.
The sign boxer running away a bit better. Oh, a lot do go down, though. I tell you, man.
Nice control.
If he got Baneling speed, that'd probably help out quite a bit.
Yeah, I wish he got Baneling speed. I really wish that. Yep. That's what I wish, Artosis.
Me too. Bunch more mutas on the way, as well as some lings, but he's not really retaining his mutas. He's made an unbelievable amount. Yeah, he's trading mutas for Marines, and of course against a Terran with a gold base, not something you should really do. An Infestor is on the way for Yellow. He's going to be confused when it doesn't have Dark Swarm, perhaps. Sarah's Boxer continues to make bunkers. A Marauder pops out of one of those. I don't know why there's a Marauder in the bunker.
Yep. Well, I don't know when Slayer's Boxer is going to try to, how far he wants those bunkers to go.
Well, so far he has 14.
This is 14 basically not being used bunkers. Imagine if he actually made him like, oh my god, he actually is. I was literally about to say this. Imagine if he actually leapfrog.
Oh, he's doing it. That was awesome looking.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, he has them all rallied into each other. This is like, I've heard this spoken about. Hold on a minute. We have a nice little attack there, but Marines do come down and hold it.
That gold base is going to run out soon, Artosis. He actually might need to expand again here.
And, the mutas have to get away at this point. Too many Marines there with 2-1 upgrades, in fact.
Poor Yellow's going to lose his expansion here in the upper left, but I don't think... Does Boxer actually know about the expansion in the center right? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't.
He has no idea.
I think he actually probably thinks that Yellow must be mined out.
Yeah, I think he thinks it's about time to just go in for the kill. But he may be surprised. There's still a lot of Banelings out there. Now...
that may just be too many Marines, Artosis. We do have an Infestor, though, and a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, if he can get a nice fungal off.
Oh my god, Yellow just had like the sickest fungal ever.
Nice job there by Yellow, but he doesn't have enough.
Oh, Yellow taps out. GG. Yellow's like, you just made a bunch of bunkers in a line against me on TV.
Well, Tasis, that's what we call bunker banking. Unfortunately, since the last patch, the bunker stock market has fallen. Normally, you lose 75% of your investment when you invest into bunkers, but people are waiting. They say after the bunker recession, there may be some bunker inflation, and maybe we'll get 110 minerals back. Who knows? So, buy cheap, Tasis, sell high.
Well, Slayer's Box already humiliated Yellow in that game. What is he going to do this time?
It's got to be a nuke or a BC.
Nuke, please.
Has to be. Either that or just make nothing but Vikings.
That'd be epic. Well, if you're that much better than somebody in a game like that, you can actually force the game to snowball. When you actually just have done so many Vikings that you've killed every single Overlord and nothing can hatch. You land down, you kill the Queen, and they get back up and just keep shooting down Overlords.
Yeah.
No,
I remember that from Starcraft 1, man. There were some cool Wraith builds, some cool Corsair type stuff.
Yeah, I've done that with the Corsairs where it's they're just like, wait, the Corsairs keep coming and I can't make any more Overlords. So we'll see what he does with that.
Yeah. Next map is, of course, going to be Tall. Well, they hosted Shattered Temple. So
yeah, I think we might get that fixed.
It was supposed to be Tal'Darim, but...
Thank you guys so much for joining us, by the way. Please feel free to add us on Twitter. I am Call Me Tasteless. He is Artosis. Add Gom's Twitter. It's GOMTV. And check out our mobile service.
m.gomtv.net.
Yep.
It works out well, man.
Check out the Gom player.
Like it.
It's actually a really good player. It's really good. I use it to play all my videos.
Me too.
Wow. We have so much in common, Artosis.
I know.
We've been doing StarCraft all day. This has actually been kind of an interesting little casting day here.
Yeah, this has been a lot of work. Got a nice little dinner in between.
We had a little
to
din-din.
run out of here.
Yes.
Feel bad. I had some friends here I want to talk to, but it's,
You got to get those casting carbs.
You do, man.
You need the casting
Without
carbs,
food,
the
I would
energy to be excited.
I would be fading now if it weren't for that.
Excuse me.
So.
All right, well, maybe it is going to be Shattered Temple. I don't know.
That's why we have hosted. No one seems like they want to
Nobody's
switch it.
protesting that. This is, of course, a fun show match with Slayer's Boxer against Yellow. It is a situation where Yellow, he was one of the best StarCraft 1 pro gamers in the early part of StarCraft 1 especially.
Yeah.
Now he switched over to StarCraft 2. He's only been playing for about 3 weeks or something like that.
4 weeks, I think he said.
4 weeks, he said? Okay. So I understand that he's new, but these guys are old rivals, so we're making this a lot of fun. They are making a lot of fun. There's fun everywhere. Fun. Something weekend. I don't know, the Rebecca Black song. So we're going to go into game number 2, so get ready as it is now loaded. Slayer's Boxer against his rival, Yellow. A classic Terran versus Zerg brought to you now in StarCraft 2. Who's going to win? Yellow needs to engineer a comeback. Will Slayer's Boxer get too cocky? Could be.